Picture this, a blurry video less than 10 seconds long. A man in a red hat and mask strides briskly through the crowd. No announcement, no manager leading the way, just hurried footsteps and the flash of a phone camera. Within minutes, the clip spread like wildfire. The name shook the internet once again, Su Kai. And the question that had millions breathless arose: was he truly alone at Guangzhou Airport that day? Or was there someone walking a few steps behind him? February 10th, 2026, initially seemed ordinary. Guangzhou Airport was packed with passengers returning home after the holiday season. But amid the hustle and bustle, some sharp-eyed fans recognized a familiar silhouette. Casual red tracksuit, a mask partially covering his face, quick but composed steps. He had captured the public's attention just days earlier with his stunning performance as one of the hosts at Weibo Night 2026. The contrast between the glitz of the stage and the simplicity of the airport was what made the moment so dramatic. There was no press conference, no official studio post, just shaky footage from a fan's phone who happened to be there. But that's precisely why the mystery feels even more potent. The internet is always hungry for missing details. And when those details aren't available, imagination takes over. Within hours, fan forums were filled with speculation. Some said his steps seemed too fast for a leisurely stroll. Others noted the direction of his gaze, as if searching for someone. Every movement was analyzed, every frame magnified. The digital world transformed into a collective investigative space. Then a name emerged that immediately triggered a wave of old emotions: Songyun. The actress he had shared the screen with and had strong chemistry with was being mentioned again. Not because of concrete evidence, not because of a photo together, simply because of the seemingly coincidental timing and a history of collaboration that fans hadn't completely forgotten. This speculation wasn't born from a single sensational image. It grew from memories, from old scenes still playing in fans' minds, from past interviews now being replayed and reanalyzed. The entertainment world often thrives on unfinished narratives. Some fanbase accounts even tried to match flight schedules. Others claimed to see a woman in a black hat in the corner of another video. But the image quality was too blurry to confirm anything. A distant shadow turned into proof, simply because the hope was too strong to let go. Yet, confirmed reports from inside sources indicated that the trip was far simpler than imagined. Su Kai was reportedly heading to Shenzhen to attend a Chinese New Year family reunion that had been extended until the end of February. A very human reason. Very ordinary. Almost too ordinary for a superstar. But therein lies the paradox. When a public figure tries to live a private moment, the public is even more eager to pry. The airport, for most people merely a transit point, turns into an unofficial stage for celebrities. Many forget that behind the cameras, there's a son eager to return home. There are family members waiting at the dinner table. Chinese New Year isn't just a celebration, it's a tradition about togetherness and roots. Perhaps that's the real priority. But the internet isn't easily satisfied with simple answers. Algorithms prefer mysterious romances to family reunions. Every absence of official clarification is seen as an opening for new theories. And the longer the silence persists, the wilder the speculation becomes. Some fans choose to be realistic. They reminded us that there were no photos, no witnesses to confirm Songyun's presence at the same location. All we had were assumptions based on nostalgia. But rational voices often drowned in a sea of hope. Others saw this moment as proof of the powerful impact of past collaborations. When two actors successfully build convincing chemistry, viewers find it difficult to separate the characters from real life. The imagination continues even after the cameras stop rolling. Meanwhile, Su Kai himself remained silent. There was no lengthy clarification, no dramatic statement. The silence could be read in many ways, as strategy, as protection of privacy, or simply because there was nothing to explain. The Chinese entertainment industry is known for its intense public scrutiny. Every move by a top star can make headlines. And in the age of social media, the distance between celebrities and fans is ever narrower, but also increasingly fragile. The airport video circulated for days. Each repost brought a new wave of comments. Some were hopeful, some were skeptical, some were simply enjoying the drama. A 10-second clip turned into a long narrative involving millions of emotions. But if we take a moment to breathe and look at the bigger picture, perhaps this story isn't about who is walking beside her. Perhaps it's about how the public constructs a story from tiny fragments of reality, about how ignorance can feel more compelling than certainty. Ultimately, whether Songyun was actually there or not may not be the point. What's more interesting is how one silent appearance could shake up the internet. How an actor who simply wanted to return home could become the center of national speculation. And such is the power of Su Kai. Even in the simplicity of his red tracksuit and brisk steps through the airport terminal, he still managed to create a wave of stories. The camera may have captured only a fleeting image, but the public imagination? It captured far more than meets the eye. Interestingly, the longer the video circulated, the more small details netizens discovered. Some claimed to see the reflection of another figure in the glass walls of the airport. Some slowed down the footage to a fraction of a second, trying to read the direction of his gaze. Every shoulder movement, every footstep, seemed to hold a hidden message waiting to be deciphered. This phenomenon demonstrates the power of observational culture in the digital age. Celebrities are no longer just present on screens or award stages. They live in short clips, stills, and endless speculation. In such spaces, the line between fact and assumption becomes increasingly thin, almost invisible. Some longtime fans felt this moment reminded them of the early days of his career. Back then, Su Kai wasn't as big as he is now, and every public appearance felt simpler, more spontaneous. Now, every step carries weight. Even a trip home can become a major headline. Others saw this as a reflection of how the public yearns for unfinished romantic narratives. In the entertainment industry, on-screen couples often leave deep emotional traces. Audiences want to believe that chemistry is real, that a beautiful story doesn't end when the final episode airs. But behind all that, there's a reality that's often overlooked. An actor's personal life remains his own. Not every journey holds secrets. Not every coincidence is a clue. Sometimes, someone just wants to take a quick stroll through the airport without becoming a national mystery. Some entertainment analysts even argue that management's silence is the most effective strategy. By neither denying nor confirming, public attention will slowly subside on its own. Digital sensations typically have a short life cycle, going viral today, replaced by a new story tomorrow. Even so, the impact remains. Su Kai's name is once again dominating trending topics. Old videos, interviews, and even clips from past dramas are resurfacing on timelines. One brief appearance can revive a wave of discussion that had almost been forgotten. For some, this is the price of top-tier fame. The higher one's position in the industry, the less privacy one has. Airports are no longer just transit points, but public spaces where new narratives can emerge at any moment. And perhaps, amidst all the noise, there's a lesson to be learned. That fame isn't just about the spotlights and the applause, but also about how to calmly handle speculation. That sometimes, silence is the most elegant response. While the public continues to ask questions and theorize, the figure in the red tracksuit is probably already sitting comfortably at the family dinner table, away from the cameras, away from the rumors, enjoying a moment that doesn't need to be shared with anyone.